the 10th of August, Rabbi Levit, Chofetz Chaim.
Okay.
So you're only going to do one class today and just for 20 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope it'll be for 20 minutes. That's why I want to start. Yeah, we're sort of like waiting for somebody. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Alan.
How you doing?
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. Good to see you.
I'm here.
Okay, so let's get started without further ado here. Okay, so let's see. I did mark it off yesterday, right? Yes. Oh, we did Zion. We did Sif Zion, and now we're up to Sif Ches. Okay. Sif Ches is V'dada ein shum chilek b'kol zeh b'chlal shekasavnu beinim chavero shoel v'dorish me'ito. Okay, I can't explain it. Yeah, you already said 20 words, and I still don't know what he's talking about. Okay, fine. It's Sif Zion. No, sorry, it's Sif Ches. And what page is it on? I do not know.
116.
116. Okay, great. 116. I'll write that down. Okay, Lou. Would you like to read?
Yes, even under pressure. These guidelines apply irrespective of whether the one who is harmed is inquiring as to the identity of the one who harmed him. Note, Vida, the ein shum chiluk b'chol zeh haklau shekasavnu. That as regards all the halachas that we have written in this klal, there is no difference. Bein im chavero shoel v'doresh me'ito v'yomar lo whether the other person asks and pressures him to tell him about the particular matter. Ubein lomar lo me atzmo, or whether one wishes to tell him the information on his own. It makes no difference if he's bugging you about it or you feel like you want to tell him and he's not bugging you. De'im yush lemu ol hapiratim she biklal zeh. When all the conditions listed in this section are met, afilu im ein doresh me'ito davar, then even if the other person did not ask him anything, gam kain tzarich lahagid lo, he's still obligated to inform him. V'im lo yushlemu hapiratim, and if all the conditions are not met, aser b'chol gavne, it's forbidden in all circumstances, even if he asked for the information.
Right, and even if he pressures you for the information.
Right.
And even if he threatens you, because we're talking here about a Isser of Rechilas. And an Isser of Rechilas, we said, is a negative commandment in the Torah, is very, very chamor. Have to make sure to uphold it under all circumstances.
I would presume that if he's threatening you, that it's permissible for you to lie in order to avoid him carrying out the threat.
Yeah, we spoke about that, right? We spoke about that instance of saying a lie, right? Right, that's a good point. And that here. Okay. Let's see.
There's a scenario. You want me to read the scenario?
Yeah.
Actually, there's two of them, C and D.
Okay.
Yisrael and Eliezer travel on business together, and Eliezer sees that Yisrael spends company money lavishly on private expenses. When Eliezer returns and meets with his boss, he doesn't seem concerned about Yisrael's high expenses. Eliezer wants the boss to know that he is being cheated, and he is permitted to tell him if all the conditions of Toelis are met. Even in a case where the boss is concerned about expenses and pressures Eliezer for information, Eliezer can only speak when all the conditions are met. Scenario D. An experienced worker, Chava, observes that her new colleague spends a great deal of time taking care of her personal business on office time. When Chava's sister asks how the new colleague is working out, Chava may not report this, even though her sister has no connection to the colleague and therefore no animosity would be stirred up between them. There is no to'elis in the report, and furthermore, if the sister repeats it to others, it could be expected to reach the ears of a colleague.
Oh. And she doesn't have to tell the boss either that this employee is using company time to take care of her own things.
Well, in that case, I would think it would be like scenario C.
Yeah, that's what I would think. It's the same stealing.
So we'd say that if all the 5 conditions are met, then she should tell the boss.
I would think. I mean, because it's a clear case of I mean, I would think that it's regarded as the same thing as spending company money for personal needs. I would think so.
Yeah, because the company's paying you for the time.
Yeah, they're paying you for the time, and right, yeah.
You're doing
Unless,
your personal stuff, so you're taking their money.
yeah,
and you're not giving them the value for it.
it could be that if you would ask a posek, he would say, well, if she's doing all the, the boss asked her to do 10 things today, and she did all those 10 things, right? So the boss expects her to, if she would not be doing what it is that the boss required her to do, so then in any case, the boss is going to know that she's not working out the way that she's supposed to, whether she takes time on her own thing or not. But it's certainly true that she herself should not be doing that. But whether it's actually causing a loss to the boss in the same way that you spend company money, I don't know if it's exactly the same thing.
Right. Well, it also depends on what the arrangement is in the office. It could be that they have a philosophy that says, get the job done, however many hours it takes. And sometimes people work overtime to get the job done, and sometimes they get the job done in less time. So as opposed to a pure hourly wage situation where a person is being paid to for example, to stand on an assembly line, and the assembly line runs from 9 to 5, and you got to be there, and if you're not there, then you're not doing your job.
Uh-huh. What I mean on an assembly line, their attention is constantly required in order to do whatever it is that they're being employed to do. It's not like I want you to take care of these 10 things for me today.
Right.
But I was just thinking also, I mean, if the boss would know that she took care of the 10 things in half the time and the rest of the time she's doing her, doing her own thing, he would also like to know that, and then he would give her another 10 things to do.
That's right.
So yeah, no, it's not a simple matter. Not a simple matter. As I said yesterday, this is something that was the first of the 5 prerequisites that we have to really clearly determine whether there is a loss that is being suffered by this person that's been caused by this other person. That's really what we have to do. And so that's what we're talking about over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Telling
Very
it.
good.
We have time for more?
Yeah. Until they open the door and tell me I gotta go, I'm here.
Okay. Telling a third party. Even sharing the information with a third party is forbidden unless the conditions are satisfied. V'da od, note as well, the tzarich b'zaher b'chol elu hapiratim shebichlal zeh, that one must take care to fulfill all the conditions in this.
Still here.
No
Change
problem.
my chair. Okay.
Afilu im lo yirtzeh rak l'saper ha'inyan la'acherim. Even if he wants to share the information only with other people and not with the person to whom the matter pertains. Dezeh gam kain bichlal rechilas hu. Even for this, i.e. sharing negative information with a third party, it is considered to be rechilas. Since it may eventually reach that person.
That's the point. Even if he only says it to one person, if he says it to 3 people, I could understand.
Even if he says it to 3 people, it could reach the person.
If he does, but if he's only saying to one person, so then let's see, is he saying that it's rechilas or is he saying that it's just stam lashon hara? Da'od historically sorry, but kol ha'ela pratim afilu im lo yirtze rak l'saper ha'inyan la'acherim. He wants to say this. In other words, he's saying that Jew number 2 is cheating Jew number 3, and he says it to Jew number 4. It's lashon hara, number 1. But the Chofetz, I see very clearly. Yeah, right. You're right. Chofetz Chaim says very clearly. It's rechilas. Gam zeh. Because there's a possibility that it'll get back to the Jew number 3.
Right.
It's going to tell him about it.
Right.
And when he tells him about it, that'll also be rechilas. It's rechilas that so and so said rechilas. Right? That's what it is.
Absolutely.
Jew number 4 is saying, he's going to go to Jew number 3 and say, do you know that I heard Jew number 1 say that the Jew number 2 is stealing from you?
Rechilas mamish.
Okay. All right.
All right, turning the page. Permitted rechilas.
Hooray for page 116
Yeah.
of the Art Scroll, Hilchas Rechilas.
And 117 also.
Oh, another round of applause.
The Chofetz Chaim provides an example where rechilas is permitted for the sake of toelis. Umipnei sheha'inyan hazeh nakel ma'od lios nichshal al yado be'isur rechilas. Since it is very easy to stumble into prohibition of rechilas in these types of situations, al kain nitz tareich litzayer bazeh kama tziurim uleharchiv ha-dibor bahen. It is necessary for us to provide a few illustrations to show how these halachas apply and to discuss them at length. Kedei shemimenu yakish hamaskil lechol kiyotze bezeh. The perceptive reader will thereby be able to apply the relevant halachas to all the similar situations. Ach shelo yakutz hakore bo mipnei harichilas.
Arichus.
Harichus. However, to avoid overburdening the reader with these lengthy explanations, lo ach tov, ech tov, po, ki im tiur echad. I will give only one in illustration here. V'im yirtzeh Hashem b'sof ha-sefer yavo'u od tziurim. And with Hashem's help, I will provide more illustrations at the end of this work.
Okay.
Im hu ro'eh she'echad rotzeh livnos
Likanes.
likanes lachanus liknos se'ora etzel echad v'hu mitbonein beteva. Reuven observed Shimon about to enter a certain store and buy merchandise from Levi, who was the store owner. V'hu mit bonein beteva ha'ish hahu ki hu ish tam. And Reuven knows Shimon to be a naive individual.
Yeah.
Ayinu she'enenu charif kol kach lahavin ar mu mius b'nei adam, meaning that he is not astute enough to perceive people's deceptions. Who makir es teva bal ha-chanus Ahu. And he also knows that Levi, the store owner, is the type of person shekol tishukatso v'chevtso hu lehasig ish kazeh liramoso, whose sole desire is to chance upon a person like this Shimon in order to cheat him.
Oy vey.
Now, im behaschora o bemidos uve mishkalos o behamikach, whether it is with regard to the quality of the merchandise, the measurement, the weight, or the price. Tzarich l'saper lo es inyan ha-chanus ha-hi. Under such conditions, Ruvain should alert Shimon about the issues involving this store and its owner. Ule hazchiro shelo yikanes ba, and caution him against entering the store. Afilu im kavar pasach im bal hachanus hahu sheyikneh etzlo. This license to warn Shimon about Levi applies even if Shimon already settled with Levi, the store owner, to purchase some item from him. V'chol shekain im hu wrote beperush. It applies all the more so if Ruvain plainly observes she'echad wrote zeh l'ramos lechavero bischora. Even if Ruvain observes Levi trying to deceive Shimon regarding the quality of some merchandise, not even. It applies all the more so if Ruvain plainly observes Levi trying to deceive Shimon regarding the quality of some merchandise. Hayinu Shemfatenu ki hu min sichora pelonis. That is, Levi is persuading Shimon to believe that the item is such and such a type. Sheme for sam ba'olam lemin chashuv, which is world famous for superior quality. Bahu yodea shehu sheker, and Ruvain knows that this is false. O b'midos uve mishkalos o b'shivui ha-mikach. Or if he personally sees that Levi is being deceptive in regard to the weight, measurement, or price of the item. See the Hagala below. Okay, we can look at that in a second. Levadai tzarich lomar lo. In such cases, he is definitely required to notify Shimon, kedei shelo yavo lazeh, so that he will not be cheated. Ach ma'od tzarich lizaher. However, Ruvain should take great care to ensure shelo yichaser bazeh hapiratim hanal b'sif bet, that none of the conditions mentioned above in Sif 2 are missing. Okay. The Haggadah.
Okay.
I'll be here in 2 minutes.
Oh, we got the 2-minute warning.
I think we have
Okay.
time to do the Haggadah in 2 minutes.
Okay, let's do it. Alan, you know where we are in the Sefer? What page?
We're on 119. We're doing the Haggadah on the bottom of the page. Kigon she ha Chofetz Chofetz shava chamisha zehuvim. For example, if the item is worth 5 gold pieces, v'hu rotzeh likach mimenu shisha, and the seller wants to charge him 6, then one should inform the person that he's being overcharged. Aval im ta'onaa he patur mishtus. But if the overcharge is less than 1/6, more than the item's actual value, efshar de'ein lomar lo. It may be that one should not tell the other person.
Interesting. See
Va'ayin
that? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, continue, please.
biv air mayim chayim. See the bear mayim chayim. Aval b'midos uva mish kalos. However, if the seller intends to cheat the other person in regard to the weight or measure of an item, gavne tzarich lomar lo, then one must inform the person of the deception under all circumstances, even if the deception amounts to less than 1/6 of the item's value.
Interesting. Wow. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, because there's an Isser Ona that you're not allowed to overcharge. There's an Isser Torah for the seller to charge more than 1/6 more than the fair market value of the item.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, he's here.
Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
All the best.
See you tomorrow at 10:30.
Glad we had some chance to learn today.
See you tomorrow.
Hashem. Everybody have a great day.
Hope you-
Alan and Lou.